This episode of Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
What about our Quasar podcast, The Quantum Zone?
What about our Quasar podcast?
Wendell Vaughn, the first Earthman ever appointed Protector of the Universe. Bonded to the energy-transforming quantum band, weapons and symbols of his station, fights an ongoing battle to defend all life in the universe from cosmic evil as Quasar. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Zone, episode 52. It's our one-year anniversary. So,
Woo!
Anyone buy us any cupcakes?
Oh, cupcakes.
Cupcake.
Nice.
I mean, just a coincidence. That was my son's birthday yesterday.
Just don't throw it. You don't know the damage it can do, man.
Oh, I know. Take down dictators. But anyway, for those of you who if this is your first time with us, I am Phil. There is Master of the Quantum Zone.
I'm Will. Hey, everyone.
And Master of Las Vegas.
I am Matt, back from Las Vegas, somewhat jet lagged.
So I was trying to figure out what we could talk about for a one-year anniversary. So I was thinking maybe I'd just go through the list and go through our greatest hits. I don't know. But yeah, like I was telling Will, I'll look at this on YouTube. We're pretty close to like probably. I don't know if how close. I think we're within a couple days of the exact day we first recorded episode 1. But let's see, Quantum Zone, episode 1.
The origin story episode.
Yeah.
Oh no. Maybe by the time this hits the podcast, it might be closer to a year. We streamed live for the first time March 21st, 2018.
Wow. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Heck yeah.
Feels like only yesterday.
When we were doing January into Mystery.
No, we didn't start with January to Mystery. Of course, we started with Quasar number 1.
Of course. But we did do January into Mystery, which was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We have covered a lot of ground on the show. If you're listening for the first time, not just the Quasar series Marvel 2-in-1s, random other books, New Warriors 1, and
Captain America, Incredible Hulk crossover with the best name change panel ever in the history of ever.
I mean, even before that, we've seen Quagmires and Lava Man and
an Avengers issue where just Quasar is represented.
Oh,
that's a good one. That's right.
Just thinking of Avengers Island from episode 13. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
But
So
yeah,
there's a lot of back issues, audio back issues for you to check out if you're tuning in live right now.
and then the whole controversy of why would you take Spider-Man over Quasar into space?
Because I got nothing, man.
Well, during Acts of Vengeance, he was a cosmic superhero, so maybe they were just giving him too much credit since Quasar is the only hero that interacted with him during the time of his cosmic abilities. But who are we to say?
I don't know. But I mean, I've enjoyed this experience. I was a little hesitant going into this in the beginning with 2 strangers, but I tell you what, people, these guys are great.
It's been a lot of fun. Yeah. I say we have years more of material to go through. So.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the big thing. Yeah, I got the 2 trade paperbacks for Realm of Kings, and I got volume 2 of Abnett's Guardians of the Galaxy. Because I only had volume 1 before.
I saw your message on that. Yeah, it's cool.
Really good deal at a discount shop. Originally, they were both like $34.99 a piece, got them for $7.99 a piece.
Wow. Now, what is the name of this discount shop? Is this a Pennsylvania discount shop?
It's Ollie's. It's Ollie's discount.
Ollie's. Discount Oxenfreeze.
That is the Punisher, people. The Punisher.
Ollie's. All right. I'll be on the lookout for that. So that collects the original Guardians of the Galaxy run, the 90s one?
No, it's what is it? It was like 2000.
Yeah, the Abnett
9 or 10.
Run.
Yeah. It was volume 2 because I had volume 1. Yeah, volume 2 was what was it, like 13 through 25 issues, 13 through 25.
Yeah, and volume 1 actually has where Quasar gets the quantum bands back from
Silver
Phyla.
Surfer?
Yeah, different volume, yeah.
Okay,
from
okay.
Phyla, who's going as by Martyr, and it has I'm not gonna ruin Cosmos. It has the villain from Cosmos in it.
All right, I looked it up. The nearest Ollie's bargain outlet to me is in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, which is it's not that far, but if I have something to do in Rhode Island, I'll seek it out. I'll check it out.
Yeah, they had a bunch of graphic novels, like any of the stuff I was interested in. I had most of it, but yeah, I saw those. I was like, oh, I'm going to need these eventually for Quantum Zone.
Yeah, that Abnett Landing run was really good. They started out with Nova, and because that sprang out of Annihilation, and then the Guardians came out of Annihilation. What was this? I can't even remember the name of the second thing. It had Ultron as the villain.
Oh, not Age of Ultron, was it?
No.
Oh, no. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
They spun it off with 4 limited series, and Guardians was one of them, and they were basically kind of a Suicide Squad originally, and then their book launched out of that.
A Suicide Squad, you say?
Ish.
But yeah, but no, I got Realm of Kings too, and that's when Quasar fell into the Cancerverse, and that's when you remember how he was energy that kind of gave him his body back somehow.
Yeah. Magic. Sorry.
I know it's DC, but you mentioned Suicide Squad. Did you see Will Smith is out as Deadshot, and they're going to replace him with Idris Elba?
I didn't see it was Idris Elba, but that's cool. Idris Elba's pretty awesome.
They just announced that today, I guess. Yeah.
I thought they were going to replace him with Venus and Serena Williams' dad. Oh, I'm confusing 2 different Will Smith stories. He's playing the father of the Williams sisters in an upcoming film. So, yeah. Idris Elba can do no wrong. Luther, it's a great show on Netflix. Check it out.
I'll have to give that a try. I've seen a lot of ads for it. Yeah, that looks
it's good. It's nice and short. British series are usually like 6 episodes a season, which leaves you wanting more. So,
yeah, that's the Netflix series. They could do with some compression. I mean, they all go 10 episodes, and they seem to really drag in the middle.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And not to bog us down with too much DC news, but they just announced today. Well, Stephen Amell announced that the next episode of Arrow will be shorter and its last season.
Oh, okay.
Season 8 will only be 10 episodes. So I'm thinking that'll start in the fall and probably be done around Christmas. So
wow, that's interesting.
Probably die in the crossover.
That's 8 seasons is a long time. I mean, it's not supernatural long, but what is, right?
Yeah, no. Well, Smallville was 10.
Yeah,
Supernatural's at 13. But yeah, I mean, that's a decent run for that. Yeah.
Well, we could talk some Marvel news. I think there's some little tiny movie opening this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it'll probably be out by the time this hits the podcast. But yeah, we're recording a few days before Captain Marvel comes out.
That's right. I'm looking forward to that. I know the boys already have tickets. I will try to convince Stace to go. We'll see. Because I think I want to go see it in the theater.
Yeah, we're going Saturday. I was all disappointed because I saw in downtown Pittsburgh at the Science Center, they have like a big IMAX screen in there. I guess they're doing some showings, but not on that Saturday. I'm like, ah! But there was no spoilers, but I did see an article that said there are 2 end credit scenes, so stay through the credits, people, as if you didn't know this by now. Well, yeah, I guess one has to do with the Captain Marvel movie, and the other one is an Endgame one. So
okay, cool, very cool.
Stay till the end of the credits, people.
And then after we make it through Captain Marvel, which I'm looking forward to, it's the countdown to Endgame, right?
That's right.
Is that April?
End of April, yeah. I think it's like
the
26th or something, whatever that Friday is. Yeah.
Oh, those little things, nobody will go see them, right? I mean, it's not like they're big deals or anything at all.
Yeah, I know.
Obscure art house fodder.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But if you're a DC fan, there's something that comes out in April before Endgame.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of looking
Marvel.
Exactly.
Yeah, another Captain Marvel.
Nice. I'm kind of looking forward to that too. I mean, I really like the actor.
Mm-hmm.
It looks fun. It looks like a lighthearted, funny.
Yeah. I think DC's trying to go in a completely opposite direction. Like, everything's been so dark. I think they're like, oh, we got to lighten this up. So,
thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm just worried they're going to try to go too far the other direction. Yeah, like, I don't want like Shazam to go like, hey, you guys, look, fart jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least not more than like one or two.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Anything else, or should we get to? I know Will's just waiting to get to the dessert in Avengers 333.
Yeah. Okay.
And I apologize if the podcast people, you'll see no interruption in your episodes, but for YouTube, we didn't record last week because I had no electricity for about 36 hours.
Yeah.
You didn't pray to Tesla, nor like you should have, and leave offerings. Shame
I know. So I was out of commission for a couple of days, and then Mr. Conan was going to Las Vegas to feature dance. So
yes, that's true. I was going to the land of all electricity. We siphoned, we siphoned it from the Pittsburgh area, and it was great.
He did all the spotlights when Matt Conan got up in the pool and started dancing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah, champagne room. That's my specialty.
see the Quantum Zone, Matt Conan. Live and nude.
Any Quasar news? I don't think there's a big crossover with Marvel coming up. I haven't seen anything about him appearing in it though.
I haven't seen anything about Quasar, but yeah, War of Realms. I think it's basically crossing through just about all the books. So.
Yeah, a lot of controversy about War of Realms I'm reading about because it's taken over everything and it's going to cost a lot of money to collect all the issues. But yeah. Yeah,
I think there might be a few miniseries, but yeah, and then it's going through like every book. So,
yeah. But I don't know. No Quasar appearance in the second Guardians of the Galaxy book. I'm keeping up with that. I haven't got the new Captain Marvel book, but
yeah.
I'm pretty out of touch with current comics. So.
Yeah, did number 2 of that drop?
What, Captain Marvel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm out of touch too. I need to probably go get that.
But yeah, no Quasar sightings yet. So I think what was it, an episode or two ago? Yeah, last reference I saw was when Arcade was trying to sell Kraven the Hunter that shield, and he said, nothing this side of a quantum bands will get through this shield.
Yay! I might have to pick up that issue just for that mention. What was that? I'm gonna write that down.
Was it Amazing Spider-Man 15, I believe?
All right.
Gonna get it for one sentence. Okay.
One sentence. I'm not right. I'm not right.
But yeah, the whole time sitting at Captain Marvel, I'm gonna be like, come on, mention quantum bands. Come on.
Quantum bands, that's right.
Who's that blonde guy?
What? Yeah, does she have negabands?
No.
Okay. I wonder if they'll just skip over those.
But I think Jude Law is supposedly playing Marvel, so unless he has negabands.
Yeah. Well, they've been kind of cagey with his. Is he Jan Rog? Is he Marvel? Who is he?
I thought they said somewhere that I thought they confirmed he was Marvel.
Marvel?
But they confirmed Annette Bening is playing the Supreme Intelligence.
Wow.
She is much more attractive than the comic Supreme Intelligence.
Yeah. Well, I was talking about this on one of the other shows with Charlie. When I was in Walmart with my family, I saw it was like not like a novelization, but it was like a Captain Marvel Files or whatever. So I was like skimming through it, trying to see, because that's when I was like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to be the Supreme Intelligence before they even announced it. So that was right. But in the book, it said, like, I guess instead of being a giant floating green head, the Supreme Intelligence appears to people like, I don't know, it appears different to every person, you know, to put them at ease. Yeah. So I don't know if she's gonna like Annette Bening's she's gonna appear as Annette Bening to her, like, I don't know if that's gonna be her mother or
her. Interesting.
Like I said, unless the Supreme Intelligence is her mother, I don't know. Because they retconned it in the comics now, because the accident with Marvel didn't like give her power. She was always half Kree, but that I guess the accident just like
unlocked them.
Yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah, because they just revealed before this current Captain Marvel series, there was a that Life of Captain Marvel mini series that her mother was like Kree.
Oh, okay.
So, and I was like, I bet you they do that because it's something in the movie.
Yeah, comics can do things movies can't. So we should not take cues from the movies. They should take cues from comics.
But they always got to do something with those movies, because do you remember when those first X-Men movies come out? There was at least a year or two in the comics. They were wearing black leather.
Yeah.
Eventually, once the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans came out, he had organic web shooters for a while.
Yeah. That is true.
Which, like, when me and Lil, we did like a live watch for the podcast of that first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. And that scene with the Green Goblin in the Bugle offices when Spider-Man like webs Jameson's mouth up and says, "Hey kiddo, you know, the grown-ups are talking." I'm like, that's a little. I mean, when they're organic web shooters, basically he's hitting Jameson in the mouth with a bodily fluid. It's almost like,
but it's healthy.
Protein.
It's organic. So.
Yeah, that is
fair trade fluids.
None of saturated fats. Anyway, should we get to this issue?
Let's do it.
All right, Avengers 333. Even says on the cover, look, there's Quasar back here.
Yeah.
One touch and Dr. Doom blows sky high. No one told that to Rage.
TM.
I'm like, wasn't he standing right there? Didn't Doom tell them all?
I thought he told them all.
All right, let's read this issue and see who the title refers to. Life of the Party. And I don't know if Rage is trying to attack Dr. Doom or just trying to get to those lucky charms on the inside cover there. All right, so remember where we, like I said, we skipped a week, so it seems like such a long time since we did this. So reminding us, along with you at home, remember, in the middle of Avengers Mansion, in the middle of the big party, amidst the glittering luminaries attending the gala opening of the new Avengers headquarters was one diabolical great gatecrasher. As Rage grabs Dr. Doom's wrist, like, I don't know if he's trying to dance with him, and he gets zapped. He says, "You're out of here, Dr. Doom." Arg! You see a zap. My armor has protective capabilities above and beyond the obvious. Be thankful a mere jolt of electric current is small penance.
Now, this is probably the biggest payoff between the cover to an opening page ever. It's like they just started the comic on the cover.
Yep.
I know, they're cool. Like, the cover says like one touch and Doom blows sky high, first page. Oh, I'm just going to zap you.
Yeah. Just a hand buzzer. All right. Sorry to interrupt the good doctor.
For daring to lay hands upon the king of Latveria. And Namor, your throne is usurped. You are a king no more. And he says, "King I was and king I will be again, Submariner. Make no mistake of that." And then you see, I'm assuming it's the Secret Service ushering George H.W. Bush out, because they're like, "Get the quarterback out of here. This way, sir." And nothing to worry about, Barbara. So, yeah.
Wow, and who do we have? We have, let's see, Namor, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye. There's our boy Quasar.
Yep. Hercules in a dress.
Yeah, that's the thing behind him, I guess, right? Because it looks like Rocky.
Yeah. I guess that's like the orange section behind Hercules.
Yeah.
You got the Thing and Tigra next to him.
Wonder Man,
She-Hulk, U.S. Agent, Wolverine, and Mr. Fantastic. But yes, this one brought to you by Larry Hama script, Herb Trimby breakdowns, Tom Morgan, Reggie Jones finishes, Christy Shealy coloring, Bill Oakley lettering, Howard Mackey editor, and Tom DeFalco editor-in-chief. I'm surprised it wasn't like Party Animal in Chief or something.
Yeah.
I believe Tom Morgan also did the cover art.
Oh yeah, I think you're.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah, I think
yes,
so.
there's this.
Yeah, Morgan. Yep,
yeah,
Tom Morgan.
Yep. So yeah, Rage is laying on the floor, and Hercules. Doom is mad to think he can prevail against this assembly of mighty heroes. And as that U.S. agent, he has prevailed for the moment, Hercules, because as responsible heroes, we can't precipitate a brawl that could endanger our guests. And She-Hulk, what are you all blathering about? Can't you see that one of our own is down and injured? Rage, are you? And he says, thanks for the concern, She-Hulk, but aside from a hand done up medium rare and my pride, I'm fine. Then we see the limos outside. Quarterback is clear of the building and safe in his limo. Move him out. I thought those blast doors were sealed before. They were. And then you see with a shoom, the blast doors come back down, and Doom says, I've allowed the dignitaries to depart with their retinues. The building has now been resealed. I have no quarrel with those heads of state and ambassadors. And although I do entertain an enmity or two with some of you remaining costume troublemakers, my business here tonight is to offer a proposition from which the Avengers may actually benefit. And Cersei, enough. This interloper must be dealt with. And then Quasar calming everyone down. Whoa, Cersei, let's not start trashing our brand new headquarters right off the bat. I'm just waiting for the line. That security company that I have nothing to do with put a lot of time and effort into this mansion. Let's not trash the whole system.
I think he just was sick of cleaning up after the whole Avengers Island getting sunk thing.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
And remember our last party, people were almost shot.
Yeah. Why doesn't he just put a bubble around him? Just saying.
No bubble can hold Doom. That's true.
But Doom knows who Quasar is, as we're soon to find out. Kind of cool.
Oh yeah, because he says a wise suggestion, Quasar. I am shielded from energy blast by quite a substantial force field, and if I were to defend myself with my gauntlet blasters, there would be an egregious amount of collateral damage. And we see Black Widow get on our communicator. She's like, Command Center, can you hear me? This is Black Widow. Tell Peggy that she has to open a secure communications link with the NSA, and then we hear, all external communications from Avengers headquarters have been suspended, and all building systems are under my direct command. I am allowing retention of internal communications, but you must understand that I am in complete and utter control.
I like how it has his face on there. I mean, that's not arrogant or egotistical at all, is it?
It is Doom, and I am
Doom.
And he says, "I'm prepared graphically demonstrate the full extent of that control." Because yes, he almost has graphs. Because pulls out a box, two zaps to the ceiling, zap. These are kinetic holographic projections of actual events occurring elsewhere in this building. Ooh. And as we can see in the two little bubbles, as you can see, Sandman and the Vision appear to be battling Dr. Doom in the sub-basement. Wow, Captain America seems to be locked in combat with another Dr. Doom in the weapons testing room. How can this be, you might ask, when yet another Dr. Doom stands among you in this ballroom explaining it all? The explanation is quite simple. I have always been triplets. No.
Wait, oh man, you ruined it.
The triplets of Doom. No. He says two of the Doctor Dooms present in this building are Doombots, robotic doppelgangers of the real King of Latveria. It doesn't matter which two. I think it kind of does.
Kind of.
What does matter is that the security system of Avengers headquarters has been compromised in a manner known only to me, and I am willing to trade that knowledge for a very small favor from the Avengers, by the way. This speech is being broadcast to the other Avengers fighting the other Dooms. And Rage is picking himself up off the floor. I made a big mistake trying to grab him. Caving his face in sounds like a more satisfying solution. And then we get Quasar's good friend Ben Grimm saying, "This is no time for clobbering, big fella." Took a lot of guts.
No time for clobbering?
It's not clobbering time.
All times are clobbering times.
with the cigar between his fingers. It took a lot of guts to go one-on-one with the old Doomster, but you gotta remember that he took on the whole Fantastic Four plus Daredevil once and walked away from it. And let's you and me sit this one out while we see what's shaking. And Rage says, "Thanks. By the way, they call me Rage. Do I just call you Thing or what?" He says, "My friends call me Ben."
Still doesn't answer his question.
Yeah.
Are we friends?
And Reed Richards, "These Doombots are becoming increasingly more sophisticated. He's really been keeping up with technological advances and updating his robots. It's almost impossible to tell them from the real thing." See, look, another shout out to early in our podcast, Reed Richards calling the shots. Too bad Cap's not up here to say, "Reed, I'm in charge of this team."
You're not on the team anymore. Shut it.
So see, at least this issue, we get nice little callbacks to earlier in our podcast.
Mm-hmm. True.
Now, if only Wonder Man would call someone Sky King, it would be set. Cersei says, "No single Avenger is empowered to make a deal like the one you suggest. It has to be put to a vote among all the primary members. That will require calling off the two Dooms battling Sandman, Vision, and Captain America." Doom, "Absolutely not. The contest will continue. The three Avengers in the lower levels may participate in the discussion and negotiations through the public address system." So as we see in the weapons testing room, because remember, that's where Cap is, in the weapons testing room. Cap, "Negotiations. What is there to negotiate?" And his Doom says, "There is a number of matters to haggle over." And over the intercom we see, such as the exact terms of the deal. And Cap says, "So there are three of you and you finish each other's sentences. Are we supposed to be confused or..." Wham!
Wham! Hey, they earned the exclamation point there.
Wham! Too bad we can't play music. I play some wham. Wham!
Yeah.
But yeah, he punches Cap in the head and sends him flying. He says, "No, you were supposed to be compliant," as Cap goes into some huge bathtub with a splash. Meanwhile, in the sub basement, as we see Sandman with no arms because Doom keeps blowing them off. He says, "This is really great, Vision. This guy's pulverizing my extremities and you're examining the architectural detail. I thought you increased your mass so you could clobber him."
Last issue, by the way, editor's note.
And yes, Vision looks like he's staring at the ceiling or the upper wall. It is acutely pertinent architectural detail, and I changed my mind. And we see Doom on the intercom and back and forth. "It is now common knowledge that the Avengers defeated the Tetrarchs of Entropy."
Editor's note from Avengers 331.
Or 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. By hurling them into an alternate reality. Who actually did the hurling of them into another reality? I mean, maybe Cersei and Thor or opened the portal, but who actually gave them the old backhand in it?
I think that might have been our boy Wendell.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say, Matt, I am so disappointed in you right now.
I missed an opportunity. Come on.
Doom is disarming Sandman. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
Just be that jet lag.
Yeah.
I know. I kind of want to hurl now that I realize that. I think we're going to get to it in a minute, but there's a good joke coming up.
All right, awesome.
Maybe not by me, but that's on the page already. But I'll point it out.
You can't teach Picasso how to paint, Will.
I know.
From this, I surmise that the Avengers possess the secret of interdimensional travel. As you may know, my very own mother is trapped in another dimension. Imprisoned, I had previously assumed, beyond all hope of succor. There are an infinite number of alternate realities, and I had access to none. But given the means to traverse the veil that separates the realities, I would at least have a chance. That is what I want from the Avengers. That is what I will trade for the means to free my mother from a terrible fate. So, okay. All right, breaking in here. Isn't his mother trapped in Mephisto's dimension?
Yes, I think so.
So he wants the Avengers to basically raid hell. Oh, I just want a little favor. Can you break open the back door to hell and get my mother out? Okay.
Yeah. No big deal.
No. That's not gonna have repercussions, I'm sure.
It'll work. It'll be fine.
You know when he married men in that ballroom are like, no, he's not racing my marriage. No. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The Vision just floats to the ceiling, says, yes, extremely pertinent. And Sandman says, okay, so it's pertinent. Give me a hand here. Give me a hand here. He's the missing his arms.
Literally.
Yes. And the Vision's looking at a hole in the wall and says, command center. And this is Peggy. And so they can communicate, I guess, within the building, but they can't call out for pizza or help.
That is kind of a weird thing that Doombot allowed.
Well, I guess Doom's letting them all vote on the matter. I guess even the support crew.
True.
Maybe they think Fabian's going to be like, we should help him.
I want pizza. No.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's locked us in and he's keeping us from the food.
Yes.
So the Vision's looking at a hole in the wall. He says, you said that the entire building was sealed, correct? That this vent was the only opening. She says, correct, but it's much too small. Dr. Doom could barely get his head through that vent, let alone his whole body. And then up in the ballroom we see, so there's the bargain. In exchange for the secret of dimensional travel, I shall reveal the flaws and gaps in the Avengers security system that allow me to penetrate your headquarters. Step 1, don't have Tony Stark or Quasar design it. And I don't know who's saying this, because you see a bubble pointing off panel. Is he finished? Can we start stomping on him yet?
I'm guessing it's Namor in his cummerbund tuxedo.
I was gonna say, is that Rage maybe?
Probably Rage.
Yeah. Because I think Namor would say it in a more fancy way.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be like, can we stomp him yet? Imperious Rex.
Yeah, exactly.
Doom, I knew there would be unruly ones among you, which is why the real Dr. Doom has a miniature neutron bomb wired into his armor. It is small but quite potent.
Quantum bubble.
Potent enough to kill everyone within 6 square blocks. Or at least quantum jump them out of there.
Yeah.
It will detonate if the structural integrity of the armor is violated. So you heard him. You heard it here, folks. Doom's packing in something in his armor, and it's small but potent. It might therefore behoove all of you to be absolutely certain that you are dealing with a Doom bot before you give sway to unbridled violence. As he's standing on the table. And then we see people whispering, Hercules, there must be one among us capable of neutralizing Dr. Doom. I think that's Black. Is that Black Panther?
I think it's U.S. Agent. I don't remember seeing Black Panther at the party.
Yeah, but it looks like the cat.
Oh, yeah. Does have kind of cat ears.
Unless it's supposed to be his wings or something, unless someone just goofed on the art. So either Black Panther or U.S. Agent, one of them says it's risking a lot of people just to prevent him from rescuing his mother. And Quicksilver, exactly. He's not asking for anything patently immoral or even illegal. And someone says, but his approach is both. And as Mr. Fantastic's trying to sneak away, and look, as Quasar looks like he's talking to who? She-Hulk? Is that Nick Fury? Like some kind of white guy with a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
And Reed's stretching away. He says, wonder if I can sneak out of here long enough to stretch to a computer terminal. And people are still whispering, the Doom who's here with us has to be the real one, right? Why would he be downstairs fighting? And someone else says, but that's what he expects us to think. And as
That Stan Lee sitting next to Black Knight and Wolverine, or is that?
I don't know.
Maybe.
I know there were some heavy hitter cameo appearances, but
unless he got out with the president, I don't know.
It could be a luminary. It's true.
Let's get out of here, Joan. I don't feel like getting blown up tonight. Excelsior. So Reed stretches of the Commodore 64, and of course, like the communicards, you will find Mr. Fantastic that I've been quite thorough in my little takeover. Again, Doom's face on the screen.
Again.
All right. Pay attention, Will.
I'm paying attention.
Rage says the thing. You're all right, Ben. Here, have one of the cupcakes my granny baked up, especially for this party. Check.
Check.
For those of you listening on the podcast, I have a cupcake, but I'm not throwing it on my computer. And the thing, a cupcake. Wow, thanks. I thought for sure all they was gonna have was them stupid midget hot dogs with them little crackers with brown mushy stuff on top. Cocktail Franks and canopies? Yeah, them things. And meanwhile, downstairs, Doom or reasonable facsimiles, like attempting to drown Captain America as he's going underwater. And then I guess he kicked Doom away with a thump. And Doom comes flying out of the water with a spaloot. Looks like a giant bathtub.
Yeah, I don't know what that's doing in the weapons testing room, but
maybe it's for Namor.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Or maybe they're testing weapons against Namor.
Yeah.
You know.
Waterproofing.
This guy has mood swings, like, you know. And so Cap jumps out of the water and says, I know that you're not the real Dr. Doom. You're a Doom bot, and that means it's open season on you. And down in the sub-basement, Vision. Everything is quite clear, Sandman. You may bring this encounter to a conclusion. And Sandman says, I hope you got a real good plan worked out, Vision, because my tactic of wearing down his fist with my face ain't working out so hot.
Yeah, is Vision just supervising the new guy? No
I think
intervention?
So, yeah. Just like
Vision's like, I've been dismantled once. I ain't going to do that again. He's like, that is because you haven't been particular enough about your attack plan. You've been going against the grain.
There you go. There's the joke.
Is this Vision or Matt Coney?
Against the grain, Sandman. Come on. Is that a dirty joke? But it's
particular. Yeah.
You should probably go with the flow and get inside the problem. I was waiting for Doom to go, I get it. Okay.
If Doom doesn't get it, he's like got his ear stuff turned off. All his audio for his armor. Everybody in a 100-mile radius got that.
Yeah, I know. And Sandman, I get it. Insulation is better than the insinuation is better than the direct approach. When I get through with you, Dr. Doom, you're going to feel like you spent the day at the beach and got sand in every nook and cranny. And we see Sandman trying to fill the armor, and we see my armor is filling up with sand. I can't move. And then back upstairs in the weapons testing room, we see the Doom saying to Cap, how can you be sure that I am a Doom bot? Think of the consequences if I am the real Dr. Doom and the neutron bomb detonates. Aren't you simply guessing? And Cap says, no, I know it for a fact. And Tigra, how can he be positive? And is that Namor? He's actually going to, and with a key rack of his shield, Cap beheads the Doom, which was a Doom bot. As we see the mask slide off the head, and it's a robot. One of the eyes falls out, and some kind of liquid pouring out of it. And I was right. It was a Doom bot. And so that down in the sub-basement, hearing this, Vision says, hold him absolutely still, Sandman. Why increase my mass again? And Sandman, lighten up, Vision. Just because the guy that Captain America was fighting turned out to be a robot doesn't mean that this guy is one too. The odds are a straight 50-50. Think about that before you cut loose with one of your high-density haymakers, which Vision does with a kathong. Where's my kathong button?
Yeah.
Are you gonna play that Cisco song, Kathong, Kathong, Kathong? All right. It's a very dated reference.
Kathong, Kathong, Kathong.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
And just like with the one Cap did, Vision decapitates this one too as the head comes off hits the floor with a clunk. And yes, another Doombot, because upstairs is that Doctor Strange or Captain Marvel who says it was the other Doombot. And Black Knight says that means that this one is the real Doctor Doom. And
finally, we see some new party people.
I know. Yeah, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel.
Is that Speedball behind Captain Marvel? Like, it's a little hard to tell.
I don't know. Was that a woman? I can't tell.
I was thinking that was Invisible Woman, maybe.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe. And I think that's Mockingbird.
Mockingbird in the back, behind Spider-Man and the Black Knight.
So yeah, this one's the real Doctor Doom, and then I think that's Wonder Man looking like he's going gray. This one has the neutron bomb wired into his armor. And I sure hope none of these hero types starts feeling too heroic. This is a time for cool heads. And rage, that's something that doesn't ring. There's something that doesn't ring true about all this. It's right on the edge of my mind. And why does Granny's cupcake seem to remind me of it? What's the matter, Will and Rude for a cupcake?
Oh my God.
And I guess the visual aids are too distracting because Doom says these holograms have outlived their usefulness. Nothing has changed. The offer still stands. He turns off the holograms with a click. Why shouldn't the Avengers comply? Nothing criminal would transpire as a result, and they would gain information that would make their headquarters truly impregnable. And we see Cap walk in with the Doombot head. The Avengers won't deal with you on principle, Dr. Doom. We just don't make deals with people who are threatening us. And Vision and Sandman come up with their Doombot. You also have nothing left to trade. We now know how you infiltrated the Doombots into the building. And we see Johnny Storm say, wait a minute. Before Vision gives us the Columbo speech and explains it all, why doesn't Cap tell us how he knew his Doom was a robot? And Cap, simple, as he chucks the Doom head into the punch bowl.
I guess he didn't like the punch.
With a sploot.
Jarvis is like, come on, Cap. We got a lot of cleaning up to do now.
He's like, I know that Stan Lee spiked the punch bowl. I know it. I love he says there were no bubbles coming out of his helmet while he was choking me underwater. Even if he had a self-contained breathing system in his suit, it would still have to exhaust carbon dioxide. I love how it's bubbling now in the punch bowl. Yeah. He said there were no bubbles coming out. Why would carbon dioxide have to come out of it though? I mean, it's armor. Iron Man's gone into space. I don't see stuff spraying out of his suit when he's in space or something.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just not think about that. Cap was wrong.
Convenient plot point. Okay.
Yeah.
In the words of Lilith Hellfire, convenient plot point is convenient.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't ruin Columbo America's moment.
And so when Columbo America throws his, and Cap says, "Vision, you have the floor." Thank you, Captain. Peggy, could you run up the schematic diagram of the East River Tunnel, air vent on the big monitor? The side elevation, please. And she says, coming right up, Vision. He says, you see, it leads directly to the surface and actually opens out under a sidewalk grating on 5th Avenue. And Quasar, who also looks like he's going gray, says, but that pipe isn't wide enough. It's barely 10 inches in diameter. And Sandman, it doesn't have to be any wider. Not if the Doombots are modular. They disassemble with a twist at the major joints. The torso divides up into quarters, each with its own power unit. The disassembled Doombots were dropped down the vent one piece at a time. And Cersei, but who reassembled them? And Vision says, the head was the first part dropped through the vent. As you can see, the cranial plate pops off easily, revealing a complete array of miniature mechanical arms and assembly tools. The head is even self-propelled with high traction treads. The Doombots didn't need someone to assemble them. They assembled themselves.
Just like the Avengers. Sorry.
And again, 2 Doombots down. We see this Doombot head on wheels and stuff. Matt Conan, Doom's losing his head or something.
He's got a couple screws loose. But, he's well armed. It kind of looks from the back like a robotic Kree Supreme Intelligence.
Yeah.
or a Medusa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or a demented Furby.
Yeah.
I'm going to Avengers a mansion with bad intentions. And Cap says, we might have helped you, Dr. Doom, if you had simply asked us. If we thought that just maybe you might come over and use your genius for the good of mankind. But to be perfectly honest with you, the only Avenger who has the power to pass through dimensions is Thor. And we haven't been able to reach him in days. Oh, yeah, because Eric Masterson's taken over. we'll get
spoilers.
I was gonna say we'll get there in Galactic Storm, and we'll even be covering an issue of his Thor because Quasar's in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Quasar makes a couple of Thor appearances. I don't know if we're gonna do the annual, but I think he's big on the cover of one of those.
Yeah, 437. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's after Cosmos. Yeah, actually has the other suit. Yeah. But Cap's like, Thor's the other one who can pass between dimensions. I was waiting for Quasar to go.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he can get the dimension Doom's asking for, but maybe if someone worked with the quantum bands, maybe.
Maybe
Reed Richards working with Quasar. I think Cap just wants an excuse to tell Doom, no. Thor's the only one who can do it. He ain't here, so
yeah.
And because even Doom says lies. That fable about Thor is preposterous. What about those quantum band though? He says, I, on the other hand, am true to my word as he rips open his shirt. The neutron bomb is quite real, and so is my threat. You will turn over
abs.
Those metal abs. You will turn over the secret of dimensional travel, where the deaths of thousands will be on your conscience. And Cap, I didn't think you were the suicidal type, Doom. If that bomb goes off, you're going to take a trip on the Oblivion Express with the rest of us. And that's when we hear, that's it, Cap. I knew there was something wrong with this whole scenario. And, Will, what do we see in the next panel?
We see a cupcake.
hit Doom in the face.
Food fight.
Walk. And we see Quasar, and it looks like he's laughing. Somebody smashed that cupcake in Dr. Doom's face. And as Doom's wiping it off, we hear, that's just the warm-up. Now I'm going to really knock his block off. And Quasar stops laughing and says, don't do it, Rage. And someone says, he got the bomb. And Rage says, he hasn't got squat, as he once again, for the third time, Doom gets decapitated with a kathoom as Ray punches his head off. It goes flying across the room with a whiz and hits the wall with a shathoom. And then we see, again, a third Doom bot hit the floor with a clunk. And Cap says, all 3 of them were Doom bots. And Scarlet Witch says, how did you know that? What was the logic? In Rage, wasn't any logic to it. It was my granny's cupcakes. He says, I knew that if she was trapped somewhere, I wouldn't go through a threat to blow myself away, because then there wouldn't be anyone left to save her. Because remember, she has no friends.
Yeah, and obviously, Rage thinks exactly like Dr. Doom thinks because they're so similar.
Yes, because I'm sure I'm sure Dr. Doom thinks like a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if the cupcake hit and the bomb just went off?
Yeah. Oops.
The only one left is like Quasar and whoever else he had managed to bubble up. He'd be like, Rage! That's a good what if for you. What if the cupcake had destroyed 6 square blocks?
What if Rage's cupcake activated a neutron bomb?
Be a one-pager.
I told you snacking between meals would be bad for your health. And so Rage is picking up another cupcake to eat this time. I know that Doom must really love his mother to have gone through all this for her. No logic, just following what your heart says is true. And Tigra says, but he said there were only 2 Doom bots. And Rage says, no, He said that 2 of the Doombots present were robots. That was true. They were. He never said that the third one wasn't a Doombot. Too. See, that's like that thing. It's like, what is that? You have 3 coins that add up to 40 cents. One's a quarter, a quarter and a dime. What's the last one? One of them is not. It's like one of them is not a nickel, but it's like, yeah, but it's a nickel because but one of them isn't a nickel. Good Lord.
So we've got 2 Columbo moments. There's no plan words for Columbo for rage. But,
Larry Hama. And then Black Widow with her 3D spider says, then he was lying about the neutron bomb. And Cap, that's not his style. And we hear a voice on the intercom. It certainly is not. As we see Doom on the screen, that is not my style at all. I am the real Dr. Doom. And I actually have the neutron bomb wired to my armor. Obviously, I am not present within the Avengers headquarters building, but I am well within range, sitting in a limousine directly outside the main entrance, just another stretched Cadillac among a horde of others. I believe Captain America. I see no point in pressing the Avengers to deliver something they no longer have. Wait, so Doom knows Thor's not coming back? Yeah, call me when Thor comes back in 2 days would be like a more realistic thing. But he's like, yeah, I know Thor's not coming back. He says, therefore, I am deactivating the neutron bomb and I'm leaving you to your pathetic celebration. Cupcakes. He says, by the way, your friend Rage was right, and I would do all this again and more to save my mother. As the limo drives away. At least it's over, Will. Cupcake's over.
The day that Dr. Doom was defeated by a cupcake is not an awesome day in Marvel history.
Yeah. Well, Doombots are traditionally lactose intolerant.
Nice.
I will have you know, because this one is for my son. You can make gluten-free ones.
Yeah, gluten. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's probably got a gluten sensitivity too.
Yeah,
so.
True. And I have had some good vegan cupcakes too, but that's all. It's just sugar. But in the 90s, maybe they didn't have.
Yeah.
Doom's driving away. He's like, bah! You defeated me with an average cupcake, not even any sprinkles on it.
Was it a Twinkie or a Hostess fruit pie? No.
That would have been a nice crossover.
That would have been a really cool crossover.
Yeah, that you should have had a Hostess ad in this issue.
Yeah.
I know they were done by then, but
they were. A little. Rest in peace.
But yeah, so as Doom drives away, we get the next issue box because we're gonna keep going with Avengers for 6 more issues. Starts the next summer's a big event because we did cover last summer's the crossing line. An Avenger faces death at the hands of the Ultimate Warrior.
Not the wrestler.
I was gonna say, I knew it. I knew it.
Hit the music.
Throw this bag, baby. First encounter, beginning a 6-part bi-weekly saga, or in our case, a weekly saga.
Weekly.
But yeah, so we'll do the 6-part collection. What is it? Collection Obsession?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, the Collection Obsession, the 6-parter, and then we get to Cosmos
in Collision. Yes.
Cosme in Collision, I believe.
Right.
Yeah,
and which is contained within.
You got the trade.
Cosmos in Collision.
See, people, if you subscribe to our YouTube and watch, you can see Will whip it out.
For trade paperback.
Look how big that is.
Yes, Cosmos in Collision. That's as much as I like Journey into Mystery. Cosmos is head and shoulders above it. It's just so much more awesomer.
Of course.
I just said awesomer.
More awesomer.
I mean, Journey was 4, Cosmos is 7.
Yep.
And Journey didn't have no sweet Ghost Rider cameo.
True.
All right. Anything else, gentlemen?
I think that's good.
I just want to say congratulations, gentlemen, to 1 year, successful first year.
Yeah. Happy Quantumversary.
Here's to more. Yes. Happy Quantiversary, everyone. Nice. All right. So send us your thoughts. Like we said, we're going to be continue with some Avengers. We'll be doing 6 more, 334 through 339. So send in your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Find Quantum Zone on Facebook, on Twitter, and at Quantum Zone Pod and at CL Sidekicks. Follow CL Sidekicks on Instagram, and the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And Will, Master of the Quantum Zone. Where can people find the Quantum Zone and Diary of Night?
Well, you can find me on most of the social media stuff at Wallred, WALLRED. There's the Quantum Zone, quantumzone.org, which is all stuff Quasar that's been around for a lot of years at this point. And you can find my self-published book, Diary of Night, at diaryofnight.com.
And Matt Kona, he who has a chest hairier than rage. Where can people find you?
You can find me online at Matt Kona, doing stand-up shows. There's some videos. Instagram. I like to have some fun with some stories over there. And if you want a Quasar not a Quasar shirt, a Quantum Zone podcast shirt, like the one I'm wearing on YouTube, hit me up. I have extras mostly, sizes medium to XL. So let me know. If you're smaller, I'll send you a link to a good tailor in your neighborhood. Maybe there's one nearby Ollie's discount shop. So
if they're too big, you can sleep in them. And yes, they are Quantum Zone shirts, not Quasar shirts. Disney lawyers.
Yeah.
Put the weapons down.
Overlords of copyright. But check it out. And if you saw the Captain Marvel movie and you want to get into the comic books, go back and check out the interview that the three of us did with Kelly, where we talk about all the different Captain Marvels. So
yes,
Kelly Thompson,
current writer of Captain Marvel. Yes, send us your thoughts on the Captain Marvel movie, because I mean, I don't know about the Captain Marvel movie, but at Avengers Endgame, they're going to be talking quantum realm. So let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah,
crossing them.
Quantum, come on.
Keep our fingers and. The crossing line has already been crossed, but the collector's obsession has not been talked about yet, so. All right, that's enough out of me. Thanks.
So that's right, everyone. Come back next time and join us for the start of the year 2 of the Quantum Zone.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
So yes, join us next time. Avengers 334, The Collection Obsession, Part 1. Quasar's back, Hercules is back, Cap is back, Cersei's back.
But where's Thor? Sorry.
We'll get a Thor in Galactic Storm in the issue of Thor we cover.
True.
Yeah, when is what is it, like 345? Is that Galactic Storm for Avengers? So we're going to be getting close to Galactic Storm.
We're going to be covering lots of different issues for Galactic Storm. So we're covering every issue. So it'll be Captain America issues, Avengers West Coast,
Wonder Man.
Those Wonder Man issues were awesome. Jeff Johnson on artwork.
Rick Jones. All right, everyone. Join us next time. Even though you didn't get us any anniversary presents, we still love you.
There's still
remember,
time.
Quantum Zoners, keep it quantum for another year.